Look, I look at it like this. We might have dodged a bullet by not allowing Kamala to get in there. If this is an example of how some of the sisters get their opportunity and they
Yep.
get in their emotions, they start acting and moving like this, yeah, we dodge a hell of a bullet because we don't need this. This is not the type of representation that we need as far as us as a black people. Look, I love y'all, sisters. I love my black women, but she's on some bullshit tonight. Now I know y'all riding for it, y'all cheering for it, because that's your girl, because she looked good, she dressed good, her hair was well put together during her 8 years in office. All that's cool. But she looked like a stupid ass right now doing what she did because she's in her feelings. She suffered through 10 years with Obama, supposedly. That's what she said in her book. But she can't suffer 2 to 3 hours to stand there alongside her husband and look like a united front. We gonna we gonna let this man know we here. I don't give a damn what he said. He talked all that shit. Cool, because I'm going to get my opportunity, and I'm going to run for office, and I'm going to make whatever change I feel necessary that I'm going to make for us as a people and us as a country. But instead, it went just the opposite. Like I said, I don't think she's going to get the opportunity. Even if she doesn't want to do it, she probably had a chance. I don't think she's going to get that chance no more. They ain't not going to look at it as an opportunity as a Democratic representative for the White House.
And I mean, look, Hillary got cheated on in front of the whole world for months. She had to hear in the news cycle, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. She had to deal with they had for months, they were talking about him busting on her dress and using it as evidence. Like, this is something that had to replay in her mind for months, maybe years. And it's like, she got to look at that man every day, and she's still showing up. She's still riding. She's still a Clinton. You know what I mean? Donald Trump then called her all type of things. They don't went to it toe to toe in debates. You know what I mean? She done lost to him, and she's still showing up, smiling, doing her little Queen Elizabeth wave. You feel me?
Cloud,
business as usual.
Said it.
Politics
You
as
said
usual.
it though. The two women that lost to this dude showed up, and the craziest part is that we talk a big game. That's the thing. It's like, out of everybody who talks the most, it's definitely the black woman. Like, that's not a bad thing or something me trying to hurt you with it. Y'all talk a lot of shit. You see what I'm saying? So in the times where you're supposed to back it up, we talk the shit with you, right? Like, oh yeah, we got this. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping. On my worst day, I'm gonna go in there glowing. He ain't gonna phase me. We talk a lot of shit, and the lady who lost to him got called all type of names, saying he gonna put her in jail. She showed up. Kamala got mollywop, lost the popular vote. She showed up. So it's like, look, when it counts, man, we really got to understand that the optics matter, and maybe this is a good thing on the low. Maybe this is one of those reckoning moments, because y'all not gonna say it to us. Y'all not gonna say it to us when the dudes are present, but maybe y'all need to have a kumbaya at the next sister circle meeting at the church. Maybe y'all need to talk about how crazy y'all look, because y'all won't say it in front of us, okay? It's unprofessional, but y'all are college educated, right? Y'all college educated. You have children, the leaders of some of your homes, and all of this, and this is the way you behave. This is the way that we set examples for our kids. Nah, when I say nobody gonna catch me slipping, nobody's ever gonna catch me slipping. All right. I'm gonna have the finest suit on, glad handing, shaking hands, and in their ear while I whisper, they'll be like, "Hey, good evening. I hate your ass, motherfucker." It's a bunch of stuff you can do to show people, like, look, I'm only doing this because I have to, but you got to show up. The importance of showing up cannot, like, we really can't be taking L's. Anybody black cannot be taking L's in the business world, in the political world, because our social image hangs by a thread. And this was just another blow.
Trey, one thing that frustrates me, and whenever we have conversations like this that's focused on the black community, people want to compare it to what white people are doing. Who gives a fuck what white people have done, what they're doing? That don't have shit to do with us. What matters is, what are we doing? Yes. What is the image that we are portraying? Because yes, that matters. Yes, we are supposed to say something about that. So to people saying, "Oh, well, Trump did this," and what y'all don't say this, and who gives a fuck what they're doing? They don't look like us. We are focused on us in the state that we are in. We get on this same platform and talk about the miscommunication, the dysfunction in the Black family and the images that's being portrayed. But somehow, some way, y'all, we're sitting here trying to validate her not standing there with her husband. That's what everybody is. The people that are upset, that's what their point. That's the whole point of it. We don't give a fuck about nobody else. It's the fact that this first Black family of the United States was not there standing together as a unit twice back to back. That's just a bad look. Stop worrying about what the white man is doing. Who gives a fuck? What are we doing? That's all that matters. But yet we got Dad calling us Uncle Toms. That's encouraging.
What?
Thank you for standing by your Black men that want to see Black family be stronger. Us pouring into and critiquing and calling out what it is that we're doing and where we're failing. You say that you want Black men to be leaders. Here we are saying what we need to do as leaders, and you're going against it, calling us Uncle Toms in the chat. So that is the dysfunction is ridiculous. If we're going to do this, let's stand together as a unit. That's what this is all about. Nothing else.
I think we also got to kind of remember who we are. I think that Black people today have forgotten who we were. If you go back to like Malcolm X times, you know, Malcolm X would be having conversations with people straight up calling them white devils to their face, and they still were able to keep the conversation civil. Nobody got disrespectful. Nobody, like, there was a time where Black people and Black family was the beacon of civility and class in America. And I feel like we forget that. Like, we forget that there was a time where the way our families were set up and the way we were holding things together was envied by others in America, because that time existed. That's a fact. That there was a time that the Black American family was the point of envy for all Americans because of how classy we were, how our families were held together, how we were having higher marriage rates at one point than white people were. So it's like, remember that, and remember like the people before us and the dignity and class that they carried themselves with. Because I'm gonna tell you this, I don't think Coretta would have did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any one of Malcolm X's wives would have did that. I don't think Malcolm X would have did that. Yeah, I don't think Malcolm X would have showed up and not had his wife with him. So just little things like that. Like, if we remember what the Black people's roots really are, the change that we've caused in America, civil rights movement, all that, because we always have this conversation like, oh, we're not a part of the system. We don't have nothing to do with it. And so forget it, whatever. But that's not true. There's been a ton of progress that has happened since slavery that happened here because of things that we did. So we have to remember that that's the power that we have, and that the world definitely looks towards us to make change. That's a fact at the end of the day. That's where we need to be. We need to remember that we're the beacon, and the better we carry ourselves, the better we can be leaders for the world instead of us following the world. But I'm gonna land there.